So welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, AD744. So today, guys, we're doing our Champions League reaction. It is me, AD744. Let's break down both games. There'll be times in the description below for you guys. Don't worry. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So let's start with the first game, man. Let's start with the first game which we got here is Bayern versus Real Madrid. And once again, guys, sorry for the delay, guys. There was a lot of heavy traffic on the way home from work. The traffic was pretty bad. And that's why I had to delay the stream a bit because normally I try to do it at 5:30, but I had to do it at 5:50 instead. So I hope you guys don't mind. I'll try to do this as concise as I possibly can. So let me pull up the ticker right here. So here we at. Let's see what you guys say in the chat. So Bulgarian Map says 2 good results. All right. Dinga says hi. Okay, let me start saying this with Bayern Munich, man. People need to respect Thomas Tuchel. Because I saw a lot of criticism for Thomas Tuchel coming into this game. So that Tuchel's a bum. Tuchel's a terrible coach. Bayern's going to sack him. How could you lose the league to Leverkusen, to a new coach, Xabi Alonso, and this da-di-da-di-da? And I will admit, Tuchel is a terrible league coach. I think league-wise, he's not good. But he's a good Champions League coach. And we have seen it with him taking PSG and Chelsea to 2 finals. And now he's gotten them to the end. Remember, this is the best that Bayern have done in the Champions League since they won the treble. You know, something that Nagelsmann couldn't do. Something that Hansi Flick couldn't do post-treble. So I think people need to respect Tuchel for that, you know. And let's talk about this game, man. Let's talk about the game. So let's read some of you guys' comments. Strasbourg Steve says, yo, BVB, boss that. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Dortmund game, man. Don't worry, Steve. We're going to talk about the Dortmund game. I do want to talk first about the Bayern game first. So I think let's start with the first half, guys, because Bayern, for me, were the much better team against Real Madrid. For those first 20 minutes, Real Madrid hardly looked, they were just not good. Real Madrid were really, really defensive first 20 minutes. They were seeing the things through. And that Sané chance, man. Sané, you got to be scoring for that tight angle. I know it's a tight angle. I know it's a bit unfortunate, but you know, you have to score. It's a big chance. You have to score because you're not going to get those kind of big opportunities like that in that kind of game, you know. So he needed to score that, right? And then obviously, man, Bayern, Luna makes a good save, and then Real Madrid started to see and grow into the game. And that's the thing about this Real Madrid team is that they typically start the games off slow and allows other teams to get momentum. And that's the thing with Real Madrid. They never really go into first gear that soon, you know. And shout out to Toni Kroos, because that pass from Toni Kroos to Vinicius was fantastic. It was a great pass, great assist there. And I think for Toni Kroos, man, the way he was able to maneuver it through the Real Madrid defense, the Bayern defense was bad, you know. And I'm sorry, Kim Min-jae was awful. He should have done better for the first goal. The way he was unable to man mark Vinicius, terrible. Vinicius gets time and space, scores. You can maybe say Neuer should have done better, but then again, I feel like Neuer didn't anticipate that, so I'm not going to criticize Neuer too much. I'm going to blame more on Kim Min-jae for that. Vinicius scores, and he does his celebration, guys. This celebration. You know, Vinicius is kind of reminding me of CR7, guys. He's kind of giving me the CR7 vibes. Not going to lie, in the Champions League. And guys, I actually have a crazy stat about Vinicius. I'll tell you guys after the game. Anyways, the second half, man, Bayern made a change, halftime change. They brought on Guerrero for Goretzka. And you can see Bayern look more attack-minded, and that Sané goal. Oh, my geez. That Sané goal was fantastic. What a goal that was from Sané. But before that, guys, you know, I think Toni Kroos actually had a very good effort to make it 2-0 to Bayern. And guess what? Neuer makes a huge save. And then, obviously, Sané scored that fantastic goal. And then Musiala dances past the Real Madrid defense, draws a penalty. Vasquez makes a very clumsy challenge. It's definitely a penalty. And up step Harry Kane, and Harry Kane scores to make it 2-1 to Bayern Munich. And Bayern Munich have turned this game around in 4 minutes when they were losing position. And the Bayern should have scored that. That Eric Dyer chance, man. That Eric Dyer, how did he not score from that header? And then obviously Real Madrid had a very good chance to equalize there. Vinicius shoots straight into what is it called? Neuer. And then obviously once again, man, Vinicius makes a great pass to Rodrigo. Rodrigo wins a penalty. I don't know what Kim Min-jae was doing. He was terrible for that. defense gives away a stupid penalty, an upstep Vinicius, and Vinicius scores to make it 2-2. So yeah, I think I think this was a fair result. I think for Real Madrid, the thing with Real Madrid is that the thing, you know what the thing with Real Madrid is that they weren't even that amazing on the day. You could probably argue that Bayern were the better team. But that's the thing with Real Madrid is that this team, even in their second gear, they're still tough to beat. And for Bayern, man, this feels like a missed opportunity for Bayern not to win this game because now Bayern have to go away to the second leg and win at the Bernabeu. And correct me in the chat, guys, if I'm wrong here. I don't think Bayern have ever won at the Santiago Bernabeu in regulation. Now, I know they have won on penalties. Obviously, 2012 comes to mind, but they have never won in regulation, I believe. They have never won in regulation. So shout out to Real Madrid. Let's talk about some players that stood out for me. I thought for Bayern, I thought Kimmich was fantastic. And I thought, guys, I can't believe I'm saying this. Eric Dyer was actually fantastic. I thought Eric Dyer was amazing. I don't know what football gave us such a low rating because for me, he was much better than that. I thought Eric Dyer was amazing. He was bossing the play defensively. And also, I feel like he was also making those progressive passes. Obviously, Kim Min-jae was terrible. Let's just go over real quick all the players, man. So Neuer, I thought was decent. Mazraoui, I don't think Mazraoui was that great. I thought he was okay. 6.8 is a bit of a high rating because I thought he was a bit reckless. Obviously, he made a very big challenge the first half and potentially the second half. Dyer was excellent. Obviously, Kim Min-jae was terrible. Kimmich was good. Goretzka, and Leimer, man. I want to shout out to Konrad Leimer because this is a player I have criticized. This is a player that I don't really rate that highly. My goodness me, Konrad Leimer was a fantastic. He was almost like playing like N'Golo Kante. Like the performance he put out was amazing. Shout out to Konrad Leimer. I thought Musiala was fantastic. Fantastic game. Muller for me, I don't think Muller was that good. I don't know why he got such a high rating. And the thing with Sané is this, guys. Sané for me, he had a great moment and all. But besides the goal, I don't think he was that amazing on the day. And Harry Kane, man. I thought Harry Kane had an okay game. But the issue with Harry Kane is I don't know what you guys agree with me this. Harry Kane, I feel like a lot of times when I see Harry Kane struggle, it almost feels like he's dropping deep as a CDM. And I just feel like for me, Kane, I just felt like Kane was just Kane. Like the thing about Harry Kane is that he can't play as a DM. You know, I almost felt like he was playing at times playing deep. And I think Bayern really needs him to come clutch for the second leg because the thing with this Bayern team is that there's no clinical goal scorers this team. Because guys, Sané is not clinical. This was Sané's first goal since October. Muller for me just isn't it. I don't think he's that clinical. Musiala for me isn't really clinical. He's very good with dribbling, very good dribbling in tight spaces, but I don't think he's really a goal scorer. Konrad Leimer isn't really a goal scorer either. And so, yeah, the only real goal scorer Bayern have in this team is Harry Kane, the guy that is very good at when it comes to goal scoring. Because he scored, I think, like 42 goals this season. Gnabry, not really. And then, obviously, Coman is still injured. And, yeah, Coman maybe could have done something. But, yeah, then Matheus Tel. Actually, I don't know why Tuchel didn't get Matheus Tel some game time because I thought Tel, from what I've seen, Tel has been good in the limited minutes. As for Real Madrid, I thought Luna was decent on the day. Mendy, I thought Mendy wasn't that good. I thought he was okay, I guess. Nacho was okay. Rudiger was okay. Actually, Rudiger was good in my opinion. Vasquez, I thought was pretty bad. Rodrigo, I thought was okay. He was good, I guess. Rodrigo, won the penalty. And then Kroos. Actually, I think someone told me I'm pronouncing it wrong. So it's Tony Kroos. Kroos, not Cruz. Okay. Tony Kroos. Okay, hopefully I'm pronouncing that better. Kroos had a good game. Obviously was fantastic. And guys, is he actually underrated, guys? I feel like he might be underrated, guys. I feel like Kroos might be underrated, to be honest with you. So I feel like a lot of people need to give more respect to him. Tchouaméni, I thought was good. Valverde, Jude Bellingham, guys. Jude Bellingham didn't have a good game. I don't know why FootMob gave a high rating to Jude Bellingham because he did not deserve a 7. I feel like I'd probably give like a 6, maybe 5.5. Yeah, he had a bad game. But this is another thing I hate with fans is that people say, "Oh, look, he didn't get a GA, so therefore he had a bad game." So the thing with Jude is that I heard before the game, guys, he wasn't fully fit for the game. But my thing is that if you're not fully fit, then why you're still starting? That just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't think that's a really good excuse. I think he's just is just kind of in bad form right now. But remember, guys, he's still a quality player. I still think he's a great player and all. Remember he did score that winner in the Clasico a few days ago. So it's not like he's a bad player, man. And you're not going to perform. You can't perform every single game. Every player is going to have good and bad games. That's just how it is. Vinicius obviously fantastic. And guys, I have a crazy stat about Vinicius. Vinicius has scored in every single Champions League knockout. He's got either a goal or an assist, and every single Champions League knockout tie he's played in, except against Chelsea in 2020, 2021, where I believe Zidane played him as a right wing back for that game. And that was the season which Chelsea won the Champions League. So that's the only time he didn't get a goal nor an assist. Every other knockout match he's played in, he's got a goal or an assist. That's actually pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, I got to say. And guys, Vinicius might be one of the best players in the world. I'm going to say this right now. He is one of the best players in the world right now in current form. And yeah, I mean, players came off the bench. Guerrero, Gnabry, Davis, Camavinga, Modric. I think Modric was good, I guess. I thought Modric was decent. Brahim Diaz. He did draw. He was decent coming on. Gave some threat. Joselu. Yeah, Joselu was terrible, as usual. And yeah, but I just don't understand why Arda Güler didn't come on. I think Güler should have maybe given some minutes. I think Matheus Tel should have been given some minutes. And yeah, for Bayern, man, I think it's a missed opportunity because I honestly feel like they should have won this game. But that's just how football is, man. It doesn't matter whether you deserve or not. That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. Let's read some of you guys' comments, man. Then we're going to go ahead and move on to the Dortmund game. Yo, BVB, boss. We'll get to that. Chris says, hello. Matt says, well, hi. And good to see Steve here. Alexander Port Football says, hi. I give more chances to Dortmund. The final than Bayern. So, yeah. Yeah, I feel like I agree with you. I think Dortmund have a better chance to make the final than Bayern. Especially considering that Dortmund did win at home. Bayern didn't. So, yeah. Fair result. Matt Shell says, Bayern, Ranked as well said, Bayern should have won. Missed opportunity. Came costing them the game. Yeah. Ranked as well said, Cross ruled at midfield. Tchouaméni, Bellingham, and Valverde were pretty irrelevant. You could probably say that, Rank. Yeah, I would probably agree. They weren't bad by any means, but like they weren't the standout, obviously. It's pronounced Tony Cross, not Cruz. Okay. Not Cross. Cross. Who says, sup, guys? Kim and Jay needs Dillit coverage, but he's injured. Yeah, Dillit's injured, man. And I don't think Dillit's going to be back in time for the second leg because if Dillit's back, guys, then Dillit's going to 100% start the second leg. The only reason Kim and Jay started is because Dillit wasn't fit. That's the only reason. Focus that only with Valverde, Bellingham, really, in my opinion. I think Real Madrid will qualify, but it'll be close. It may go in overtime or even on penalties. Chris says. Steve Ellis, Anfield said, Anfield says, Tchouaméni's amazing. He remains unbeaten every game he plays despite being at S teams. I hate Madrid. Yeah, Tchouaméni, man. Also, he continues the record, guys. Whenever he started for Real Madrid haven't lost. Real Madrid haven't lost when Tchouaméni's in the starting 11. That is still a pretty crazy record. Books said Limer was great. Muller's a great player. Yesterday didn't have a good performance. That is true. I mean, Muller, the thing is, like, I just feel like Muller for me, Muller is starting to decline. I don't think he's that as good as he used to be. Now, don't get me wrong. He's still a great player and all. I am not saying he isn't, but I just don't think he's a clinical goal scorer anymore as he used to be. Chris says, yes, you could say some people take his age for granted. Can't believe Vini only has one UCL still. Yeah, that's Vinicius, man. He's gonna win multiple Champions League, man. Starting to our best players in the world mudded. So should he have more than two Steve Lowe? Steve is a team sport, that's why. Yes, bro, at least. Vinny is a bad player, but yeah, you ain't really wrong. Bayern have never won, but Bernabeu is no fortress. Not impossible in there. I'm taking Kim and Jay over Mokan. Oh, yeah. Kim and Jay is much better. Guys, people are saying that Kim and Jay is so bad they should sell him, but they still have Upamecano. Upamecano is worse than Kim and Jay. He's much worse. Okay. And also, is it maybe the whole Kim and Jay thing, guys? Maybe it was a lack of game time. Maybe because let's be real, guys. He hasn't really started. Like ever since the Asian Cup, guys, he's not been a starter for starting for Bayern Munich. So he hasn't been a starter for Bayern Munich. So maybe The lack of game time also got to him. Maybe the occasion also got to him as well. But yeah, Kim just had a bad game. We got to keep it. We got to be honest here. Vini numbers would have been higher this season if he did get injured for a while. It's actually impossible to win at the Bernabeu. Madrid has a perfect home record in all competitions. Yep. Pusinab or ain't impossible. Kim and Jay is a Napoli legend on Maradona's level. Pusinab Jay wasn't that bad. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't that bad. He wasn't the worst player, but he still did cost Bayern. Upamecano doesn't belong in starting for Bayern or France. RB Leipzig almost got a result at Real Madrid, so there's hope for Bayern Munich. Mass Channel says. Who says arm tripping? Well, I mean, he was bad for Bayern. He kind of allowed Bayern. He kind of costed Bayern today with those mistakes he made. But yeah, so let me actually ask you guys a question in the chat. Let's do a quick poll, guys. Who do you guys think is the man of the match? And guys, remember, guys, to like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. So I'm gonna nominate 4 players. So we got Vini, Cross, and then I'm gonna put in Limer, and then I'll put in Musiala. I think these are 4. I like all storylines, so whoever wins, I'll be happy with. All right. In fact, they might have gone a draw but went out. So my fellow primates, thank you for joining BLE. Steve LFC, and this sample was at Vinny Clear. Frank Garcia, Kane, Musiala. No, man, no. But yeah, I mean, for Bayern, as I said, man, I think for Bayern to advance, they have to score first, because I think if Real Madrid scores first at the Santiago Bernabeu, it could get bad. And also, guys, I believe this is the first time Bayern have actually not lost a game against Real Madrid at the Allianz Arena, because I think in the previous occasions that Bayern have Real Madrid, because in the last couple of occasions, I think, because I know in 2017, Real beat them in 2017 at the Allianz, and 2018 as well, and I think 2014. This is the first time Bayern got a good result at home. They haven't lost at home against Real Madrid since 2014. That's actually crazy. Actually, I want to look this up here. Let's go look this up. So, guys, where's the head-to-head record? I actually want to see this real quick. Head-to-head record. Okay, that's a bit outdated. Let's go look at let me just show up the Champions League official website. So, Real Madrid versus Bayern head-to-head. So this is the official head-to-head, guys. We're going to be using the Champions League website here. Champions League website. Okay. So you can see right here, guys. So there's been 12 wins for Real and 11 wins for Bayern. 4 draws. You can see right here. You have 2018. Real beat them 4-3 in aggregate. At the 6-4 in aggregate. 6-3 on aggregate. Obviously, this one was pretty controversial. I'm not going to get into too much details. 2014. Yep. And so, yeah, this is the first time Bayern have actually got a result against Real Madrid at home since 2011. Sorry, 2012. 2012. That's actually crazy. Yeah. So, 2-1, 2-1, 3-2, 1-0, 1-1, 2-0, 2-1, 2-1, 1-0, 2-1, 2-0, 4-1, 2-4, 2-0, 3-2, 1-0, 4-1, 2-0, 1-1. But yeah. Interesting, man. Interesting. Let me read some of you guys' comments. Musa was cooking Vasquez. He was the man of the match. I think he was the man of the match. I agree with that. Musa was cooking Vasquez. Yeah, Vasquez was terrible. And remember, guys, Vasquez was playing today because Carvajal, well, actually, sorry, yesterday. Yesterday, Carvajal was suspended, and obviously Carvajal didn't play. So, I don't think, will Musiala be able to do that against Carvajal? Well, I don't think so. So, yeah. Tuchel has a thing for face Madrid too. Last time Tuchel faced Madrid, won UCL. That is true, guys. Tuchel has only lost 1 game against Real Madrid in his entire managerial career. So that's actually pretty impressive. Remember when Bayern Munich beat Real Madrid on penalties in 2012 semifinal at the Bernabeu? Well, technically, Real Madrid still won the game. But yeah, I know what you mean. Bayern have never got a result at Real. They have never beaten Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. It's never happened before in history. So, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Puka said the ref wasn't just bad AD. Bad calls went both ways. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a controversial game. It was a controversial game. You know, I don't want to get into details of that game here because we're gonna go on that tangent, and I want to keep the stream around 40 minutes. Master said to think that Vasquez was playing fullback is crazy. Imagine Tuchel progress and face either of his former teams in BBB or PSG. That would be a narrative, man. That would be a narrative, Steve. Master, we didn't talk about that, please. Could be with laughing reaction. Ref was just bad, is what I meant to say. It'd be nice to see. The ref was just bad, is what I meant to say. It would be nice to see penalties on this. Neuer versus Luna would be great. Who said low? Yeah, Mats. Ooh, okay. So most of you guys going Vinicius. Okay. So let me ask you guys this question. So give me your thoughts for the second leg, guys. Obviously, I'm not going to give my predictions. You're going to have to wait for my video on Sunday. But Real Madrid are the favorites. There's no denying that. So it goes both ways. Real always wins. Adam says, not always, man. Not always, Adam. But in recent years, yes, Real Madrid got the better of Bayern. So when was the last time Bayern actually progressed? So last time Bayern progressed was in 2012. Since then, Real Madrid progressed in the 3 knockout ties since then. Jeez. That's crazy. And the last time Bayern actually beat Real Madrid was in 2012 in regulation. And look at the amount of semifinals the two teams have met. Like, semifinals 13-14. So how many semifinals that is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's been seven matches of semifinals, guys. 7 matches of semifinals. So yeah, that's interesting. So let's count this, guys. How many times have Real Madrid and Bayern? How many teams have the teams advanced respectively? So I want to look at this. So Real advanced 17-18. So Real 3. And then Bayern once 11-12. 6-7. So Bayern advanced on away goals. Real Madrid advanced, so 4. And then this is going to be 5. 5. Okay, that's 3 for Bayern. And that is 6 for Real, I think. Yep. And then 7, 8. So Bayern's actually progressed more knockout ties than Real Madrid. So it's 8. I think it's like 8-7. It's pretty close, man. Pretty close. It won't be the same as Casillas versus Neuer. Oh, yeah, of course not. Of course not, Master Jones says. We say, yeah, Chelsea got revenge. Bayern has been paying ever since slow. Master Jones says, I want Bayern to do it, but I think Real Madrid will do an extra goal. Yeah, I could see this game go to extra time. And obviously, you guys know as a Barca fan, you guys know which team I'm supporting. Obviously, I'm supporting Bayern. I want Bayern to do it. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But I could see a situation, guys, where penalties could decide this. Jesus says, if Courtois is healthy, don't start him over Lunin. Now, but actually, you know what? I actually have a question for you guys. This is the last question I have, and then we're going to move on. So let's say hypothetically, guys. Let's say the game goes to penalties. Would you start Courtois for the shootout, or would you start Lunin? Personally, I would start Lunin just because of what he did against Man City. And I feel like Lunin's really solid at penalties, as we just saw. But then again, it might be Man City being bad on penalties. So you never know, man. But yeah, I mean, like, what do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? Should Courtois start for the penalty shootout against Bayern, or should it still be Lunin? Pookie says, if we get to finals, over. Pookie said, yeah. Jesus said, yeah, agreed. I'm wanting Kane to do it, but I'll be happy for Bellingham if he wins. And Mass Channel says, well, put it this way, Courtois isn't fit enough for the Euros. But the thing is, he was on the bench, though. He was on the bench, man. Like, I'm pretty sure he was on the bench, right? Chris says Lunin. Courtois, just to be risky. Albert says, oh, man. But yeah, Courtois was on the bench, though. But was he like, yeah. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting, guys, because obviously, guys, we know how much heritage both teams have. This is like the European El Clasico, as people like to say, European Clasico. And yeah, man. So obviously, you guys know, we'll see what happens in the second leg, because I think the second leg, guys, could get very interesting. Like, a lot of people are saying Real Madrid are favorites, and Real Madrid are favorites. There's no denying that. But Bayern can get a result. Bayern can get a result at the Bernabeu and push the pens. If it goes to penalties, I don't know which team wins. I don't know if it goes to penalties, guys. Which team wins on pens? I might edge with Bayern just because Neuer. I think Neuer is a really good penalty saver. But then again, Lunin, I don't know, man. I don't know. It might be repeated 2012. Well, it's tough to call, man. It's tough to call. But you'll see what I predict on Sunday. But yeah, like I said, guys, it's going to be interesting, guys, to see what happens. And yeah, like I said, man, for Bayern Munich, man, I hope they manage to somehow make it through. And Harry Kane, man, you got to come clutch a second leg, because I'm sorry, man, Harry Kane just scoring a penalty here isn't quite enough. Because remember, Bayern bought Harry Kane for the Champions League. That's what Bayern really got him for. You know, and for Kane, man, can you win? And this is your last opportunity for a trophy, man. Last opportunity. So we'll see if Kane can come clutch, man. I hope Kane comes clutch. So let me return, guys, comments. Then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game. I'll be honest with you guys, like in the next game, I don't have much to say. So that's why I'm kind of spending more time in this game. I agree with Albert. Pookie says, if Bayern knock us out, I hope Bayern to win it just for Kane. You know, honestly, guys, if we go... Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't be mad with Bayern winning it. I know a lot of Barca fans don't like Bayern because of, you know, how Bayern have destroyed Barca in the last couple of years. But I would be happy to root for Bayern. Like, if it's Bayern... Well, actually, let me put it this way. I'll be happy for Kane. I want Kane to win a trophy because I actually like Harry Kane. I think Harry Kane's a quality player. He deserves a trophy. And I feel like it'll be amazing if he could win the Champions League as his first trophy. Guys, that'll be a narrative, man. Harry Kane wins the Champions League as his first trophy. That would be a narrative. That would be the narrative. Because let's be real, guys. The Champions League is probably the hardest trophy you could win in club football. It's probably the hardest trophy you could win in club football. And if Harry Kane wins it at Wembley, oh man, that's gonna be some story, man. That's gonna be an insane story. Tuchel said Gnabry would score. I mean, he could at the Bernabeu, man. So it was kept on the bench. That's just man, Kepa, man. Oh man. Me too, Chris says. Start Kepa over Lunencourt. Oh, Albert, man. If Carlo Ancelotti starts Kepa, that is such a. I'm sorry, Kepa is terrible, guys. I don't rate Kepa. Kepa is terrible, man. Oh man. Jesus says, I fancy Bayern to win if it goes to pens. Fair enough. You know, yeah, you know what? I would actually agree. I think I actually agree. If it goes to penalties, I would give the edge to Bayern. Just because they have Neuer. You know, and with all due respect, Neuer is way better than Lunin. So I would edge with Bayern. But it's tight. All right, why are you cheering for Bayerns? Come on, man. I'm not cheering for my rivals. Come on. Most neutrals are rooting for Bayern. Yep. Cross missed a penalty in that penalty shootout. Ooh, interesting, man. Interesting, Mats. Neutrals says. Neutrals root for Dortmund. No, I mean, I think Pookie means like in this tie. I think neutrals are rooting for Bayern over Real Madrid. But yeah, in general, I think most neutrals want Dortmund to win the Champions League of the four teams. Macho said Alaba also stepped up for Bayern. As I said, Cross wanted trouble in that season. Yep, that is true. Dang. Chris says, if Dortmund doesn't win it, I hope it will be Bayern. Alonso scored in that shootout before he went to Bayern. It's not the same Neuer. Pookie says, yeah. I know that's true, but I still think Neuer is good at penalty saves. But we'll see, though. We'll see. Like, we'll see if it goes to penalties, guys. We'll see if it goes to penalties. But yeah. And shout out to Carlo Ancelotti, guys. Another record for you guys. Carlo Ancelotti has never lost a game against Bayern Munich. He's got 6 wins and 2 draws. So that's another record for Ancelotti, man. So shout out to Don Carlo, man. Very good coach. Probably the best coach. A very good coach. All right. So before we move on, guys, last question I have before we move on. Will Kane show up for the second leg, guys? Let me know in the chat. So tell me a 1 if he shows up. Give me a 2 if he doesn't show up. And give me a 1.5 if you're like, you're not sure. Give me a 1.5 if Kane's going to show up the second leg. Because we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game. But I'll be honest with you guys, I don't have much thoughts for the next game. So let me know. Will Kane show up in the second leg, guys? If I had to make a guess, I'm going to say 1.5. I'll give it a 1.5. So let's move on to the next game, guys. The next game we got here, it is Borussia Dortmund 1, PSG 0. Borussia Dortmund were the better team. And for me, they completely bossed that first half. That first half, Dortmund did against PSG was embarrassing. PSG were so bad the first half. And I was so surprised at how bad PSG were. Like, they were so nonchalant. They were so lethargic, so ineffective. And I was like thinking to myself, this doesn't even feel like a Champions League game. This feels like a league game or something, like a group stage game or something. Like, it was so bad from PSG. And then shout out to Eddie Emi, man. Eddie Emi intercepts the ball, makes a pass to Schlotterbeck, and Schlotterbeck does a fantastic pass over the top from Fullkrug, and Fullkrug scores to make it 1-0. I don't know what the PSG defense was doing. I think they thought it was offside initially, but instead, I think it was Marquinhos. I think Marquinhos kept him onside, I think. Let me see if I can pull up the stats here, right, guys. Let me see if I can pull up right here. So that first half, right? Yeah. I think Marquinhos kept him onside, and that's what allowed Fullkrug to score in the 36th minute. And look at this stat. Look at this, man. PSG, yeah, they had 58% in possession, but look at this. No shots on target. Only 3 shots. Dortmund had 5 shots, 4 on target. And then I remember Dortmund almost scored again. Great save there from Donnarumma. I think it was on Sabitzer. That was a great save there. Dortmund should have scored there. And then Sabitzer had another opportunity there. Sabitzer was fantastic today, man. Brandt, yeah. And PSG, man, as I said, they only had 3 shots. And the second half, man, I'll give credit. PSG actually did look good in the second half, guys. Second half, they actually started to amp it up a bit. Obviously, Mbappe had that great chance to score. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, Mbappe's going to score. Mbappe's going to score, right? And then it actually hit. Wait, why is the chance not here? I swear Mbappe had a chance right here. Where is it? Why is the football not showing it here? Hakimi hit the post at 51st minute, and then Dembele had that big miss. The 80th minute. And I was like, yeah, I knew Dembele wasn't going to score. Guys, I'm saying this right now, guys. Dembele is when it comes to dribbling, Dembele is really good. But his finishing is awful. And I know this was going to happen because I know people are going to say, oh, look, Dembele destroyed Barca. Guys, and that same first leg, Dembele missed a huge opportunity. Like, the guy is just not reliable, man. He's just not reliable, guys. Dembele is not reliable. Okay? He's just not that goal scorer, man. And I know this is a Barca fan. I've seen it live. Guys. I've seen this guy miss so many chances of big games. Liverpool, Roma. I could go on and on. And yeah, and then obviously Zaire Emery had a chance at the 90th minute. And yeah, man, PSG, man, they tried their best in the second half, but they just weren't able to do it, you know. And a lot of the chances that PSG created were going out wide, you know. And yeah, I just think that for PSG, man, they were creating chances. Dortmund, on the other hand, they actually had some good opportunities themselves, even though they didn't get a shot on target. Fullkrug had a great chance there from the header, from a good set piece. Fullkrug had some opportunities there. Royce had the chance at 84th minute. Fullkrug, and yeah, Sancho, 75th minute, and Fullkrug again, and yeah, I mean, it was just it was a pretty interesting game. Like, the second half was good, guys. First half was awful. First half was terrible. The second half was actually good, and I actually like the second half. It's just that PSG didn't score and Dortmund didn't score either in the second half. And yeah, I think if you're a PSG, man, you're kind of thinking to yourself, okay, we kind of walked out of here, kind of luck. I think PSG is going to be the happier of the two teams. And you guys were wondering, why am I saying that? Is because they could have lost this game by a bigger margin. See, a 1-goal loss for PSG isn't the end of the world. See, now if they had lost 2-0, 2-0 would be really difficult to mount. Difficult to mount a comeback. But for Dortmund, man, they're going to be regretting those missed opportunities because they should have. The guys, Dortmund could have finished this game off the first half, finished a tie off potentially, but they didn't. They allowed PSG to still stay in, and it's only a 1-goal deficit. So PSG is still alive, guys. PSG had the second leg at home. We know how good PSG is at home in the Champions League. So Dortmund, man, it's going to be interesting. Can Dortmund actually hold on, guys, and do it? Let's read some of you guys' comments. Chris says 1.5. Matt says 1.5. Jesus says, does him scoring a penalty count as him showing up? It would have to be like it would have to be like, let's say, put it this way, Jesus. If Kane scores like the clutch penalty in the game, like let's say that's like the last minute of the game, Bayern score this, they're through to the final, then yes. Otherwise, no, I don't count that as showing up. Kane has to like score a decisive goal, like a goal, like the winning goal. He has to score a winning goal. Is he going to do that? I'm asking you guys. Personally, for me, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Mastro says, I think he will score, but I don't know what effect he'll have in the tie. I think I agree with Matt. I think he's going to score, but I don't think he'll be the decisive goal. I don't think he'll be decisive. We said first half of this game was lame. Yeah, Pookie said, yeah, this game was awful. The first half. First half was terrible. Where's Black Hair Sebastian? Where is he? That is a good question. Let me check my DMs. Has he sent me anything? So let's see. Yeah, that's a good question. He hasn't sent me anything. But we said, to be honest, PSG might have been the better side in the second half by a little. Yeah, the second half, I would maybe say PSG were better, but it was just about. Like, it wasn't like they were much better. It was close. Master says, good win for Borussia Dortmund. Maybe 2-0 would have been ideal, but they have the advantage. Oh, yeah, Matt, that is true. I think 2-0, Dortmund's in a really good position. 1-0 is very tight. It's very sketchy. I'm not sure 1-0 is going to be enough. Dembele, bruh, Book says. Dembele do what he does best. Please, I'm not calling Dembele again. Gumball Waterson said, what's up, YouTube? Dortmund versus PSG was more entertaining than Bayern versus Real. The only difference is the shots didn't went in. I feel like for me, the second half was better. The second half. The entire game, no. But yeah, second half I can maybe agree with. Because this was pretty end-to-end, guys. It could have gone either way. Gumball Waterson said, crazy week of football. Fabian Ruiz had two big chances too. Oh yeah, Fabian Ruiz, man, that's true. I remember the second half he had some big chances. Let me see if we can pull up here on the foot mob. Yeah, where is it? Where's that Fabian Ruiz chance? Right here, the 56th minute. Yeah, that was a good header. Musa Dembele, ex-Fulham and Tottenham was better. Of course, I don't think so. We got at least maybe the second half, maybe yeah. Smart of me to captain Fullkrug for my CL fantasy team. I gave more chances to PSG, but of course Dortmund can do it. This game could have been 2-2. Marquinhos' block is good as goal. Oh, yeah, Marquinhos, man. That was a good block, man. That was a great block. Pookie says, Brandt's finish was too weak. If I was a Chelsea fan, I would want Bowley to get his money out of his pockets and bid to bring Ancelotti back to Chelsea. What was the noise like when the goal went in? Dude, the stadium went electric. The stadium went crazy. I think I was actually listening to it without noise. I was watching it on mute. But, man, I can imagine, man. The Dortmund Stadium went crazy. Because you guys know, the Dortmund Stadium, the atmosphere they have is incredible. And, guys, we need to respect Dortmund, guys. People need to respect Dortmund. Because I've been hearing so much slander for Borussia Dortmund this season that, how are they in the Champions League semifinals, this kind of stuff. Guys, Dortmund have done well. They've beaten Atletico Madrid. They topped the group with PSG, Newcastle, Milan. They beat PSG. Guys, they're on the verge of making a Champions League final. The best they have done since 2013. And it just happens to be at Wembley. It just so happens to be at Wembley, guys. Is this going to be history repeating itself? Let's talk about some players from both teams that stood out. Obviously, for Dortmund, I thought Kobal was good. Madsen, I thought was great. Schlotterbeck, Hummels, Ryerson. Sabitzer, I thought was good. Emre Can was good. Adeyemi was good. Adeyemi was fantastic. Brandt. Sancho was also pretty good. And Fullkrug. As for PSG, there was hardly anyone that was good on the day. I thought Donnarumma was good. Marquinhos. Hakimi, I don't think Hakimi was that great. Mendes, Ruiz, Vitinha, not really. I don't think Vitinha was that great. Zaire Emery, Dembele, no. And Mbappe was terrible. Mbappe wasn't good. And Barcola, I'm looking at the substitutions, man. Beraldo, meh. He was okay, I guess. Moani, Dortmund made the sub so late. That's the one thing I criticize Sturgis for. Why did he make his substitution so late? Like, Dortmund should have made subs way earlier. I don't know why Sturgis made the subs too late. Like, 87th and 90th minute, bro. Like, why'd you make the subs so late? It was so stupid, man. It was so stupid. But yeah, I mean, for this one, man, as I said, not a whole lot to discuss. So let's do a man of the match poll, guys. Who do you guys think was the man of the match? So we're gonna obviously put Fullkrug as the man of the match, obviously. Then obviously Sancho. Sancho I thought was good. I want to put should we put Kobol there? And then maybe we'll put Marquinhos. I thought he was the best PSG player, to be honest with you guys. Made those crucial blocks and tackles, interventions. And you can see how Dortmund, even though they were not that great in the second half, they were defending for their lives. I remember, I think Sabitzer made a challenge. I think Hummel was sort of back. Defensively, they were really defensively solid in the second half. So, all right. So Sancho, Fullkrug. Actually, do I put Kolbosler contender? I mean, did Kolbosler have to make any big saves? No, it was only 0.42 XG. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to put Kolbosler contender. Let's put Marquinhos. Okay, let's just put those three players. I don't think I think we're gonna keep it at 3. Actually, you know what? Let's do Adeyemi. Adeyemi was good. I thought he was fantastic. So let me see Sancho's stats, man. 1 shot, 3 chances created, 99 touches. Yeah, Sancho was good, man. Sancho was good. All right, so let's see what you guys say in the chat. Personally, for me, I thought Fullkrug was the best player, in my opinion, but Sancho's probably second, I would probably say. Let's see what you guys say in the chat. The yellow wall. Yeah, the yellow wall. Dortmund are in the semis because Bellingham left a Sancho return. Oh, you know what would be crazy, guys? We could have a narrative in the final where Jude Bellingham plays against his former team. That would be some narrative, man. Oh, man. Everyone's lost faith in Dortmund after bottling Bundesliga last season. After that, Atletico Madrid knockout and top of the group, I pick BD will win this tie. Albert says Mbappe has to fulfill the prophecy. Yeah, Mbappe, man. You got to show up in the second leg, man. When I Emery over Zaire Emery. BD to win this tie. Puts the Sancho man of the match, in my opinion. Borussia Dortmund needs to stop PSG from having composure rhythm in the second leg. Why couldn't Sancho do this at United? I don't get it, man. United, man, they're a club that kills talent. Like, many players just don't succeed at United. Like, let's keep it real. Many talented players don't succeed there. Because the thing is, Anthony wasn't this bad, guys. Anthony was actually pretty good before coming to United. And guess what Anthony's now turned out to? A meme, a joke, terrible player. Like, Anthony was actually solid at Ajax. Like, he isn't like this bum as people think he is. United doesn't get the best out of 85% players. It's 8 there. You ain't wrong. Sancho had the men dancing. Yeah, Sancho was good, man. Sancho was fantastic. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we got 4 votes for Fullkrug, 2 votes for Sancho. No one's voting for Marquinhos, and no one's voting for Adeyemi. All right. Let's maybe let's maybe give it a few more minutes to wait. Is it the pressure or is it the manager? I think, and also there's another thing. United have higher expectations than Dortmund. That expectations for Dortmund isn't as high as United. You know, is it the crumbling Old Trafford? Oh man, I think it's just I just don't think Sancho. I just think Sancho is good where he is. I think Dortmund is his level. You know, I think that's just it, man. I don't think Sancho can. I don't know, man. I just actually what do you guys think of the chat? Do you guys think Dortmund is his level? Because I feel like it is. I don't know if he could go. I feel like Dortmund is at where he should be at. Okay, so let's go at that head-to-head between Dortmund and PSG. And then I'll do another poll, hearing you guys for the second leg predictions, and they're gonna head out, man. Head out. So as you can see right here, guys, so Dortmund's got 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 wins for PSG, man. So PSG played against each other 19-20 season, and that ended in PSG actually advanced 3-2 on aggregate. So wait, why is this not updated? Oh, wait, they haven't even put the group stage match. They haven't even put the group stage matches here, bro. This is bad. This is bad, man. This is bad. I don't know why they didn't put the what is it called? The group stage matches. So if you include the group stage matches and the Champions League, PSG got 1 win there, 1 draw. So it's 2 wins. Yeah, this is accurate. Oh, so it is accurate. It's just they haven't put the matches played here. They haven't updated the section yet. That's why. Because remember, these 2 teams played against each other in the group stage in the Champions League this season, and where Dortmund finished 1-1 at home and PSG won 2-0 away. Okay, I don't want to play that. We're going to get copyright strike. Oh, shoot. Okay, I closed it quickly. I hope I don't get copyright there. Okay. Murmur going to be mad at me. Also, Glazer spunked money on transfers. A number of players they set up to play not play like their price tag. Puxi just friendly fire. I'm going to say Sancho over United. Predictor League at the end. Master Channel says FB7 take a long way ahead, but the rest of the top 7 coming for you. Ooh. All right, man. All right, so it's pretty split, man. It's pretty split. Okay, so I think most of you guys are kind of in agreement. It's between Sancho and Fullkrug. Personally, for me, I'm going to go with Fullkrug, but you could go with Sancho if you want. All right, so let's go ahead and do this, man. So what happens the second leg, guys? So Dortmund win. Low says, including 80, who is second. I'm second in the league. Okay, you know what? Okay, let's go look at the predictor league while we're looking at that. So let's look at the predictor league real quick. Yeah, Donnarumma, man, that was not good. Donnarumma should have done better at that goal. Bruh? I gotta log in. Okay, log into play. All right, guys, let me just log in real quick. Okay, semifinal first leg. Hey, I got this correct. I got 7 points here and 10 points. 10 points. 17 points, man. So let's see where I'm in the league. Let's see where I'm at. All right, we're about to wrap the stream up soon. Oh, I'm second place. Let's go. 406 points, man. 406 points. Dang, I'm 40 points behind FB7. Now, where are you, Mats? You are. Hey, Mats, you're kind of long. You're kind of far away, man. Dortmund made this almost like a Man City versus Tottenham with a crazy score line. Because I had 2-2. Man, I had it. Wow. I'm fourth in the Michaels League, and you're first, so I could definitely do it. They're talking about my league. Yeah, my league is pretty much. Yeah. I'm going for those Champions League places, guys. Trying to qualify for the Champions League. But yeah. All right. So let's see what you guys are saying. So 2 votes. So how many likes were on today's stream, man? How many likes were on? We're currently on 12 likes. Okay, 12 likes is decent. You is what I'm good at. Oh, I'm second place. Wow, we're both used to the Copa America final. Oh man. All right. This is low. All right. So guys, remember guys, so I think we're gonna wrap the stream up here, guys. It's been good discussion with you guys discussing both games. Obviously we're gonna be here again next week, next Wednesday, to discuss both semifinal games. And we'll see what the semifinals have. We'll see our finalists, man. We'll have our finalists known next Wednesday, guys. And I'm hoping that the games will go to extra time. But I have a strong inclination that one of the games will go to extra time. I have a feeling that one of the games could go to extra time. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. So I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. Please remember to like and subscribe. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up soon. But yeah, let me go ahead and see what you guys say in the chat. So how many people we have here in the stream? So we have 6 people, 4 votes. And yeah, so let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm only 23 points behind you. I'm in first, but I never signed up. Okay, come on, Albert. That's shameless, man. That's shameless. This is low. I got 5 from the first game and 8 from today's game. Okay. And nice shouts. That's good to hear, man. It's good to hear. All right, so let's see what you guys are saying. So 4 votes. So most of you guys are going with a draw. 2 votes are for draw in the second leg. 1 vote for PSG to win, and 1 vote for game goes to pens. We'll have to see, man. We're gonna have to wait and see, because we're gonna have it's gonna be interesting, guys. It's gonna be interesting. But anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here for today's stream. I think we're on time. We got up to 53 minutes ish, so that's good. We actually saved some time actually, because normally I do the streams for like an hour plus. But you know, we only had 2 games, so I can go a bit more in depth into the game. So yeah, obviously there'll be times in the description below for you guys, and the comment, and there'll be times for you guys in the description below. So if you guys are trying to watch the replay, feel free to do that. And yeah, let's read some of you guys' final comments, and we're gonna be heading out. Second place. Wow, we're all to win it. USA finishes behind Uruguay and Copa America Group C. Matt, this is not the same. This is not the same kind of correlation. You can't be doing this, man. It's not the same kind of idea. PSG wins at home. Pookie, in my opinion, says, but come on, Dortmund. I don't want to have to beat Mbappe in the final. Oh, man. The KD story, man. Mbappe. You know, guys, if Mbappe, you know, it'd almost be like Thierry Henry. When Thierry Henry lost to Barcelona in the Champions League final with Arsenal, then joined Barcelona. Guys, are we going to get is that going to happen with Mbappe? Mbappe, man. We're going to have to wait and see, because I dare Mbappe to do a stinker. Guys, if Mbappe drops a stinker against Dortmund at home in the Champions League semifinal, we're going to have some scary convos. We're going to have some scary convos that happen. So Mbappe, man, you better not do that for your legacy, because your legacy is going to look bad. Your legacy is going to look bad if that happens. So I dare you, Mbappe. I dare you to do that. The final joke was better, to be fair. Yeah, Matt's not exactly the same as KD. I don't know. That's what I've been hearing people say. That's what I've been hearing people say. But yeah, well, we're gonna have to wait and see, man. And Mbappe is more because Mbappe has to win the Champions League, man, at some point. And this is his best opportunity with PSG this season. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here, guys. So if you guys did enjoy today's stream, guys, join me for tomorrow for the live stream for the Europa League and Conference League games. And we'll try to do around the same time as I did today, maybe a bit earlier, depending on how much traffic there is going to be coming home from work. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out. Okay, last thing I'm going to read them ahead of. Macho Sakuli said in this manager debate, I don't like second place, bro. Oh man. But I mean, Matt, so there's context though. Like you have to put context into consideration, because it's only with you have to look at context. Okay, Brooks said great stream. Yeah, great stream, man. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.